Welcome back, friends. Today we're going to be continuing our playthrough of Asylum, Episode 7. Like every other game on this channel, I'm going in 100% blind. I've seen no gameplay of it, and I've seen no videos of it. Last time we played, we met Dr. Miller, who took over the Hanwell Institute from Dr. Hanwell. A lot of lore dropped from there. We did a lot of exploration upstairs. And we ran around in circles after making a failed French connection, which was we were supposed to talk to Bertrand. Bertrand? What's his name? Let's see. Bertrand's cell. Enter Bertrand's cell. The only way and we ran around trying to figure out a way how to do that. He broke his way through the glass, and the only way I can we need to find the music. I'm assuming we need to find the music box that was in the cabinet that's not there anymore. I don't know where it went, and I have no way of knowing how to find it. So, this episode might be a bit of running around trying to figure out how to get the music box, or who has it, or, what we do have is items. We still have the letter opener. We have the key ring, Bruno's key ring. We have the crayon from the playroom. We have a glass slide from the museum, and a valve, which will be used to open pressure release valves around the facility so that we can get through that grate in the sewer. I'm assuming there were four valve releases, and we did one of them. And I don't know where the other three are. Or I do. They're written on the thing, but I don't know those rooms. I'm assuming they're on the top floor that I can't get to yet. Which would be weird for pressure release valves, but, Let's see what Julia has to say. Hey, Julia.
Hi, Julia. I forgot to ask you something.
Oh, what do you think it is? What's what you have to say about this?
Look, here's the valve.
Stand back!
What? What do you mean stand back?
What?
What are those dogs doing sniffing at my feet?
What are you talking about, Julia?
Dogs? Where?
Can't you see I've lost control?
Hold your breath. Count to 5.
Oh god, is she having like a panic attack?
Give me steam!
Give me steam?
What a weird night.
What do you... What? Is my... Is my schizophrenia acting up?
I don't think we have anything else to discuss.
What is that about?
Thank you for being considerate. There's so much I need to do.
Okay, and now she's normal.
Look at this beautiful glass slide.
Be careful. That might be expensive.
Interesting.
I don't think we have anything else to...
Thank you for being considerate.
Okay. People. See, I can't ask her about Bertrand. Topics. Is Bertrand here?
There might be a patient called Bertrand who used to be at the Institute back in its heyday.
There's Leonard, who seems to have been here forever, but I wasn't aware of any Bertrand.
Yeah, I mean, I've met him.
Still,
He's
this
down
is quite exciting.
in the...
If you say so.
Tasks. Okay, I need to enter Bertrand's cell.
This topic is giving me a headache.
Yeah, me too.
You know what else? You know what other topic gives me a headache? And in fact, gives you a headache as well, Julia? Let's discuss my past.
I'm still trying to remember.
There's still time, but hurry up.
What do you mean? Wait, well, hold on, that's new. Okay, I'm kind of glad I asked. What do you mean there's still time, but hurry up? Why would you say that to me? Julie's acting real weird tonight. Drain the septic.
I have nothing else to say about this.
Fine by me. If that...
Okay, that's interesting. I've already asked you about all that other stuff, I'm pretty sure. Dr. Miller. I did just meet him.
I have nothing else to say about this.
Fine by me.
Okay. And I have nothing else to ask you about this stuff. Letter opener.
Look, I found this lying around.
That looks dangerous.
It's just a letter opener, Julia. Don't worry.
It's just a letter opener.
You've heard of tetanus, right?
What?
It can kill you.
It's not rusty.
Wait, isn't that like a very old disease?
It is.
Somewhat. It has been declining since the 40s, but not everyone has been vaccinated. Are you?
I can't remember.
Well, make sure you don't cut yourself with that thing.
It doesn't look rusty, right? The letter.
See you later, Julia.
Okay. So I need to figure out how to talk to Bertrand, how to calm him down. I'm almost positive that I need to find I need to find the music box, but I don't know where it would be. Now I tried the albums again, the records, but they won't allow me to use them. Last time I went there, it was like, oh, your usefulness for this item has already been, done. Last, there's no secret passage inside this clock. Go to read gossip magazines. Yeah, there's nothing here. I'm wondering, did Bruno leave? Like, is he gone? I can't go in here, right? Office of someone named Dr. Hawthorne. Right. Can I use the keys to get in there? Because I don't think I've tried the keys with this door yet. I couldn't use any key here. Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought. Alright, this is the janitor, right? Yep. Alright, we don't need janitor. We already checked that out. But, actually, since I've been down there, maybe the music box has been brought up here for garbage? Okay. Holding space allows me to see all the... Okay, I don't need to hit that. That'll tell me there's old chemicals. That doesn't work. Nah, there's nothing new in here. Alright. Oh. Nope. Dr. Hawthorne can't go into. Dr. Sherber. I haven't been in here in a while. I don't think there's anything in here for me. Maybe there was something I missed in the drawers? I don't think so, though. Yeah.
Earlier this morning, I used foul language and reprimanding.
Yeah, I remember this.
There's a chat. It's this. Of all, I feel certain.
Okay. Oh, I hit it again.
Earlier,
oh.
I've clearly. There's a. It's. Of all the cases, I fear she was. Certainly this fact.
Okay, let's not do that again. There we go. Oh. Oh no, I've read through this. When I first arrived at the Institute, yes, I remember this. Okay, I was wondering what happened to these people. So these are all patient records. Can't go in these drawers. I can't interact with anything here. Oh, wait, what's that? Oh, just the library was respectable. Okay. Yes, she had a degree in clinical psychology from Kingsport State University. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing here. I thought there would possibly be something new. Really, I was obsessed with this statue. Really? How many times have I picked it up? I remember picking it up a few times the first episode. Alright, let's keep moving. Look at the map. Did Bruno leave? Like, is that the thing? Why? I mean, why would he take the music box with him, though? You know? Like, there's gotta be... I don't know what I'm missing. Right, let's go see... What's this way? The female infirmary in the library. Right, there's nothing that way. That way just goes up and I gotta go through the therapy room. And then this is the courtyard, which goes across. Oh, there's nothing over there that would have... Maybe he left it in here. Maybe, oh, when I had to break him out, you know? Maybe it's in here. Oh, no, I didn't bring him. It was the flute. Or no, it was the albums that I played over the speaker system. That's right. Maybe Bertrand used it in here. Maybe it's in here. I don't see... How do I zoom again? Is it middle click? Yeah. Yeah, I don't see anything new or different in here. Alright, let's see if maybe I can interact. Maybe I didn't ask Bertrand something. Or, like, try to do something with him. Oh, what's that? Most windows in areas with patients had some manner of protection. Still, sometimes a crazed patient would tear the grills apart and mash their head against the glass. Oh, I can't interact with that. Oh, I don't like that sound. 103A. 4A. I'm not gonna let this scare me. Okay. Oh god, that one's insane. Yeah, it's not... I don't need any of those. He's downstairs. He actually broke the glass on his cell. Like, I don't know how he did that. I didn't know French people were superhumans as well. Okay. Maybe Bruno's in here now. No, he's not. Oh, there he is. Okay. Jesus. I had to deal with the madman if I wanted to pass. I wasn't desperate enough to enter the cell without first dealing with the high-risk patient. Okay. Maybe the crayon. Like, I doubt it, but... See, like, look. What's Julia talking about? This thing doesn't have tetanus. This thing's beautiful. Maybe the crayon. I doubt it. I decided that wouldn't do much to calm the... Yeah, it's gotta be the music. It's gotta be the music box. My conversation with the enigmatic Dr. Miller revealed that patient Bertrand, a friend, had been brought back to the Institute. The same cell as before, even. Okay. Maybe there's a clue in here. It was such an inspiring view. Not. That's a weird little... Not. Wasn't that like a 90s thing? This takes place before then? Alright. The shelves were empty and full of dust. Yeah, it's not... Clearly not in here. There's nothing new in here, right? Yeah, there's nothing... Nope. Okay. I don't feel like going deeper in is going to be my answer. It's gotta be something. Maybe if... Maybe in the... where I got the crayon, the, game room? Whatever it's called. I'm just ignoring these people. Going through that hallway just shivers up my spine. Yeah, maybe there's like a music box in there of some kind. You know? Let's go check. Let's go check. I think it's a... I don't remember exactly where that is. I'm pretty sure it's on the second floor though, right? Let's check this real quick. Oh no, game room is on the first floor right through the library. Okay, cool. Let's go check that. Let's not go through the library. Let's actually go through here. Since we don't get to use this place too often. Maybe there's something in here I missed. Yeah, let's go this way. I could almost hear the sounds of birds fluttering in the early morning. I remembered spending some time sitting here. It was a nice spot. Have I gone in here? The shed appeared to be locked. Can I open it? No, I can't pull out my keys, so doesn't seem like it. No. Yeah. Oh, what's this? Unsettling rumors. Did I read this? Kenwell Institute. Appalling state of disarray. Situation became more serious when family members of patients began reporting and alarming. Yeah, I think I remember this. Authority. Yeah, I remember this. Okay, we're good on that. Oh, apparently I didn't. Record book updated. Wait, no. Let's go. Let's read that over then again. Apparently I missed that. Oh, maybe that. Unsettling rumors. And years later, dissatisfied employees at Hanwell Institute began to circulate wild stories about mistreatment on the part of the executive staff. At the time, authorities ascribed the rumors to the general atmosphere of discontent at the institute, as it was a matter of public knowledge by then that the erstwhile international prestige of the establishment had faded, its glory days long gone. The building was in an appalling state of disarray, displaying an evident lack of direction and maintenance. The situation became more serious when family members of patients began reporting an alarming number of injuries to the bodies of their loved ones. These ranged from severe bruises to burn marks and, in some of the more extreme cases, fractures. Initially, the injuries were thought to be a result from unfortunate accidents related to the known issues besetting the mental hospital, including underfunding, understaffing, and growing workplace animosity. Eventually, burgeoning pressure from the public eye and human rights organizations prompted authorities to initiate a series of investigations into the establishment for the insane. One second. Just had to take a quick drink of water. Interviews with the Institute staff ensued. Testimonies from low-ranking workers and nurses included descriptions of anguished shrieks echoing through the hallways, their precise sources difficult to locate. In some of the more sinister accounts, an anonymous report suggested the screaming was coming from underground. Ooh. Other stories mentioned the disappearance of a certain number of patients, a phenomenon that had often happened during the night. But the most chilling rumor of them all was that the patients were being deliberately subjected to various forms of torture. When questioned about these scandalous allegations, Dr. Ellis Hawthorne dismissed them as gossip, as the gossip of employees not fit for their jobs. He argued on record that the distressing screams originated from the high-risk section, in which dangerous patients with a history of violence would regularly experience psychotic fits. As for patients disappearing from their cells, he stated that it was common for them to get lost in the monumental building, with hours sometimes passing before they were found. Yet another reason why the upgrade to the unit system layout was the top priority of the administration, Hawthorne added. During this period of upheaval, Dr. Hanwell himself opted for a perplexing silence, never publicly commenting on the situation with circumstances spiraling out of control. Authorities continued to closely follow the events transpiring at Hanwell Mental Institute. Okay, good. I'm glad we went back over that. I'm glad I noticed the record thing. Okay, so not everything was wrong. I mean, we know everything was not rosy, but I didn't know there was an official investigation into the place. That's interesting. Okay, let's go to the game room, which is down here, I believe, right? Was it this one? Oh, no, this is the therapy room. We did see Bertrand in here. Maybe there's something in here. Whoever worked at this didn't have the most inspiring view. We saw those. Memories were trying to surface, but my mind insisted on blocking them. Oh, I don't need that. I've seen those. What's this? Herber Schreber. Ah. Alertness, attention. Okay, so group therapy sessions. Record of patients develop. So Group E is all AE. Note, patients in Group F follow a marked improvement in their mood and awareness, as well as willingness to communicate and interact with their peers. The inexplicable regression in Group E continues to puzzle me. Is that because we were forced to work in the mines? Probably. I'll discuss their individual issues separately. Lenny used to be a kind of leader figure. Really? Really? Okay. Very communicative. Someone the rest of the group looked up to, but he's been more withdrawn recently, lost in what seems like dark thoughts he refuses to share. In the case of Hodgson, I could guarantee a smooth session, provided nobody brought up anything related to the nature of his trauma, but he's growing increasingly tense and neurotic. Crawford has always been troublesome, but he seems more on edge than usual, and even more of a problem these days. Rebecca should have been allowed an abortion. LaRoche, beginning to believe he's a lost cause. Do we know my name yet? I don't think we do. Let's see. Oh, wait, no, it was escape. Here we go. Nope, we don't know my name yet. Alright, so there's nothing in here. So no therapy room, maybe the game room. Where was the game room? The game room was... Yeah, game room's through here. Oh, wrong button. Maybe there's a music box in here or something. That just tells me it's moldy. Maybe in here. This is where I got the crayons from. They remind me of my childhood. Horse? Just an old toy? Yeah. What's that? I don't remember that. Some of the joints... Okay. Yeah, a little scary. Yes, I do remember that. I'd have to sit down for old times, but Presley would have more important things to do. Yep. I remember looking through all that. I don't see anything over here, though. Ominous, but with a hint of beauty. At least 2 patients suffered burns. Yep, I remember that. I remember this. Magazines, the pegboard. It was a pity they had neglected the bonsai. Once its radiant green color was now a depressing gray. Maybe this. Too bad it didn't work. I could have used some music in this desolate room. A completely dried plant. Yep. What's this? Scared had been positioned to look some enchanting view outside the window, but it was currently dark and ominous outside. Yep. Science fiction authors. Oh, what's in here? Oh, that's right. Here we are. Okay. I don't think I'm going to find a music box in here. What's that? Oh, it's just a book. Alright. Old pages, unreadable. Nursing. That's unlocked. Excuse to spend some time reading alone. Despite the darkness, I could see a stack of books neatly arranged on the bookshelf. What am I missing? It's the female wing I can't get to. I'm missing something. I mean, I obviously, I did pick up those extra, those two, the notes, the one in the, laundry room, and then the one in the therapy room, which I didn't see before. Which is great, but I don't think either of them helped advance the story at all for me. So, let's maybe go upstairs. Okay. Oh, did that really just get me for a third time in a row? Oh, see, and the music changes once I enter this area. Okay. Director, museum, morgue, laboratory, and then I can't get past here because this is where, this is where Lenny's keeping me from. Okay, so let's start down here. Dr. Hanwell. I don't think I can go in here. Still locked, but whatever there was beyond this door felt important. I don't think I can use these, right? None of my keys seem to work. Right. Okay. Museum. I doubt there's anything in the museum. Although there was like a puzzle of some kind that I could interact with on the back here. Like... was it here? No, it was there. And I don't know what to do with this yet. There was no need to grab these feeble tweezers at present. What was I going to do with them? Oh! I picked up the tweezers with care. Oh! Oh! Okay, this is new. This is new. I didn't realize I could do this. There was no need to... Okay. It's not going to let me anyway. There's no need to grab these feeble tweezers at present. What was I going to do with them? Label. Okay, so this is going to be a puzzle for later. Okay. What are these? I can't even really tell. This one looks like it's like a piece of paper writing on it. I don't know what the rest of these are. Yeah, okay, so I'm getting the same message from all of them. Radiographs of the human body. Yeah, there's nothing in here for me. There's no... What's in here? Oh god, this is the morgue. That's right. Now, I know at some point I'm going to have to do something with this. At the moment, it's nothing. Right. I didn't need to move anything at present. Right. But at some point, I am going to pull a body out. Obviously. I don't see anything over here. Yeah, that's the fresh organ that I don't want to know about. Yep, and here's the bug spray. It's the insect repellent for the sprayer downstairs that I don't need yet, but I will at some point, I imagine. Why else would I be able to interact with both of them individually? What's that? Stove didn't work. Yeah, it's all... Yeah, nothing in here is different. Water closet. That's right, and I opened this up. But there's nothing I can do here. Now I have both of these on. Maybe if I turn one of them off, maybe it's too much water flowing. See, now it is flowing less. And now it's flowing more. Water seemed clean. I didn't think so. Yeah, there's nothing I need to wash. Slide? No. This is just going to tell me that doesn't work. Yeah. I don't know what I would have to do with this. I mean, obviously it's so I can clean stuff, but like... As of right now, it means nothing. Yeah. I'm going to keep it on, though, because it was something... Okay, and here's where I met the doctor. These are all locked. I remember that. I don't want to go through all these drawers again. I will if I have to, but I really don't want to. See anything different? Maybe in here? No matter how hard I forced it. Yeah, okay. No luck. Yep. Okay, this episode is starting to get long. Oh, Lenny. And I've made 0 progress. So I am going to pause here. Not pause here. I am going to pause the recording. And I will be back when I find something. Because I don't want to spend 2 hours running around and just waste everyone's time. But as soon as I find something new, I'll be back. Okay, we're back. So, I found something interesting. I've been at it for... I don't know exactly, because I didn't have the recording going, so I can't look over at the time. But it's been well over an hour of wandering this godforsaken hospital. This fucking hospital. And I've avoided these cells because I know that I can't get into any of them, right? I know that I can't, that I've interacted with all of these cells 100 times, right? I'm coming past here after I was really ready to give up. I was really ready to give up and start a new recording tomorrow or something. But if I look here, 102A, if I click it, according to my findings, this was Bertrand's cell. What? I thought Bertrand was downstairs in the crazy. Maybe that's him where he is now because he had like a psychotic break. Yeah, that's probably where Bruno put him. But this is his actual cell. This probably has his music box in it. Let's find out. Let's find out together. Oh my god, yes. Look at this. We're in... Whoa! Whoa! Hey, buddy. Was that not Bertrand down there that was trying to break out? I could have sworn it was. Okay. Chess, a cot. The mattress had a putrid stench to it. The switch was damaged, leaving half the room in the dark. Alright, let's talk to you first, dude. Bertrand. There he was, but seemingly in a state of catatonia or trance. I wonder if he'd be of any help. It was an old empty stand, sad like the rest of the furniture. That's it? I can't interact with it? Okay. There was nothing of interest on the stand. Okay. Oh, here we go. The music box. Oh, and there's the big dude. So they were cellmates. Oh, Bertrand lost his luxurious locks. Crayon! Okay. Oh! No, no, no! He swallowed it? He swallowed the crank for the music box. Another vision, but with a clear sense of purpose. This patron, Bertrand, had seen something of major importance, which he absent-mindedly attempted to draw on the floor. But what? Had I also seen it? Okay. So I assume... Yeah, I'm going to have to give him the crayon. And then I have to find... I probably still have to find a music box. Because he only started drawing once the music box was playing. So I probably need to find the box. And then I also need to find the crank for it. Okay. Okay. Which, honestly, I think might be upstairs in where that flowing water was in the bathroom. That's probably a good place. Bertrand. There he was, but seemingly... Okay. What had they done to you, Bertrand? Okay, now what? Oh, what's this? The books were covered in dust, meaning they hadn't been read in a long time. Now what? So I gotta find the music box still. Oh, here we go. It is now midnight. "12 a.m. Spent 4 hours in the asylum. Bertrand was beyond help. He clearly seen something linked to my visions. And who was the man with him that had swallowed the wind-up key to the music box?" Right. Let's go. Now, since the time changed, let's go see if Bruno's downstairs now. Because people seem to shuffle around after each hour passing. So maybe Bruno's back in his Is he in there? No. Maybe the music box is. Let's check real quick. I doubt it, but we can check. Yeah, it's not in there. The shelves were empty. Oh. So who are you, dude? I wasn't desperate enough to... Yeah. Let's just, you know. I decided it wouldn't be much good to calm down the patient. Yeah, it's probably not for the best. Oh, here we go. Get music box. In my vision, Bertrand seemed to react to the tune of a quirky music box. What odd pattern was he scribbling on the floor? Items, glass slide. Yep. Empty glass slide. Nursery rhyme. In my vision, Bertrand seemed to react to a nursery rhyme from a music box. Perhaps I'd be able to trigger another reaction from him if I was able to play the tune again. I agree. Who was Bertrand's mate? Who was Bertrand's cellmate? Was he also involved in the events that led to this nightmare? And then get the music box. Okay. So people have shuffled around. Maybe I can get up to the 3rd floor now. Because maybe Lenny has moved his cart. Jesus. Maybe the doctor? Maybe Julia. Actually, since I'm on the ground floor first, let's ask Julia if she's seen the music box now that I have that as an option, since I'm right here. Julia, my dear, my friend, my comrade, my person who won't let me go to the 3rd floor.
Oh, one more thing, Julia.
I am annoying this girl. This woman. Every hour on the hour. Music box.
I need to find a music box.
You seem to need the strangest things.
Yeah.
It's complicated research.
Sure.
Well,
Well, what?
do you know anything about a music box?
No, I've no idea. Ask
Right.
Bruno.
Ask Bruno. Yeah, see, that's smart. But Bruno wasn't down there. Let's see. People. Bruno.
I met Bruno.
Yeah, he's our new security guy. He can be grouchy and quite unpleasant sometimes, but he's got a heart of gold.
Does he?
He
Okay.
seemed quite angered by my presence here.
Well, it's a strange night to begin with. Just make sure you avoid asking him as many questions as you do me.
I've gotten that. Yeah.
I don't think we have...
Yeah.
Thank you for being
Okay. So, tasks. Get the music box. Yep. Topics. Who was Bertrand's mate?
Are you aware of a patient who shared a cell with Bertrand?
I'm not sure about any Bertrand in the first place, but while organizing old documents, I saw that cellmates used to have a shared schedule of activities. For example, they were always together in the game room, spending time in the yard, or participating in rehab sessions.
Okay.
Very helpful, Julia. Thank you.
Okay.
What do you think about nursery rhymes?
What kind of question is that? I'm a little teapot, short and stout. How does that make you feel, Julia?
What kind of bizarre question is that?
Right?
I was just curious.
Well, I hate nursery rhymes.
Oh, what? Who hates nursery
Gotcha.
rhymes? Gotcha. People, nothing new there. Items, no. Okay.
See you later, Julia.
Thank you for your help, Julia. Can I go to the 3rd floor yet? No? Okay. I'm gonna try, though. You can't stop me. I don't think I have anything to do over there. Okay, so I'm going to go through here, through laundry and upstairs. Now, let's do it. Let's see if I can get to the 3rd floor yet. I don't need to go in there, but here's the 3rd floor. Not gonna let you scare me. Okay, wait. No, this is the 2nd floor. Yeah. Oh, music change. Alright, let's see if I can get to the 3rd floor. Oh, no, I can't. Oh, it seemed to be Lenny's cart. Darn. I thought for sure I'd be able to get to the 3rd floor. Because people move, you know? Main corridors. Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, this tells me where he'll be. Right? So at 11 p.m., so at 12 p.m., he'll be in the corridors again. So he'll be in the corridor again. He'll be in the same place that I don't want him to be. Yeah, but maybe he'll know who... Oh, maybe Lenny can tell me who the roommate was. Oh, he's not here. Why didn't he take his cart with him? Okay, so what's over here? This is rehabilitation, psychiatry, operating room, hydrotherapy. Hydrotherapy, if I remember correctly, has one of the valves that I need to open. Okay, let's go in here. Alright, awesome. Alright, we're making some progress, Here we go. Do I know what either of these rooms are? No. I assume it's just a therapy room of some kind. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Rehabilitation room. All right. Rehabilitation sessions. Morning report. A number of patients exhibited injuries of varying severity and unknown origin. It is recommended that they continue with a more extensive round of rehabilitation sessions to avoid a worsening condition. As usual, we will continue with the sessions sorted by cell number. Cell 101A. Patient is well. No special care needed. Cell 102A. Okay, yep, that's Bertrand's cell. Cell 102A. Cellmates, yep, here we go. Bertrand LaRoche and William Hodgson. Okay, that's the cellmate. Presented a marked deterioration in their condition. LaRoche is growing increasingly tense, and Nurse Marion noticed a number of bruises on his body. New episodes in which he falls into a sort of catatonic state, unable to respond to stimulations. Hodgson is similarly more on edge than usual and presented serious burns on his chest that no one could explain. We recommend strict supervision. Cell 105A. We detected another fracture in Leonard's ankle. Oh, 105A is where Leonard was. None of the staff can explain how this happened. They are aware of his osteogenesis. What's osteogenesis? I assume it's a weakening of the bones? Osteogenesis? And extreme care was already enforced. 2 sessions each day are recommended. Noon report. Cell 102A. Cellmates have some kind of quarrel over a music box. Okay, that's where the vision was. That LaRoche enjoyed but made Hodgson nervous. 1 second. Gotta take a drink real quick. Okay. As described by Marion. In this struggle, Hodgson received the spring from the device and immediately swallowed it. The patient was immediately taken to the operating room, but surgeon deemed too dangerous to perform the excision in his current condition. High blood pressure must be managed before administering. Oh no. Is that why I have... Oh no, I'm having a vision that I have to find the spring inside the body. That's why I'm able to go in there. That's why the operating table is active. That's why I'm able to open the cabinets. That's why I'm able to use the lift. Oh man, that's gonna be... Okay. Evening report. 102A. Hodgson died. Yep, there it is. I need to fish it out of him. Of a heart attack during his session. Nothing could be done to lower his pressure before passing away. Before passing away, the specialist reported a heart rate so high the chest was visibly throbbing violently. The deceased had been taken to the morgue. Yep. Oh god. 105A. Crawford has developed chronic asthma. 105A. Crawford. Is that Lenny's last name? Lenny Crawford? Okay. Traces of ashes or dirt were found across his body. Recommended increased supervision of his daily wanderings. The patient insists to sleep with the lights on, which bothers Leonard. Oh, that was his... Okay, Crawford is Leonard's roommate. Got it. Hodgson. That was the patient who had swallowed the wind-up key in my vision. Yep. No trace of water. I guess someone didn't like the way he or she looked. Oh man, my throat is starting to hurt from all this reading. Jesus, this is a lot of reading. What? Okay. Alright, let's skim it quickly, shall we? Exhausted and disappointed by the last session, I decided to take a walk outside in the yard to clear my mind. It was a sunny afternoon. more peaceful than usual. You know what? No, let's just read it. Let's just read it. Let's do some ASMR. It was a sunny afternoon, more peaceful than usual, with patients aimlessly wandering on the grass, all of them lost in their own absent-minded business. A soothing ambiance, if a bit eerie, which helped calm my nerves. Among those patients, seemingly enjoying the blissful yet rare moment, was Leonard, who was more talkative than usual with his peers, clearly influenced by the same kind of haunting aura that I felt in the air. There's something about him that makes me even more irate about the regressions in my group. Oh, so this is Dr. Erber Scherber. Leonard was so close to being discharged from the institute. As I approached him in hopes of having a more open conversation than our therapy sessions usually afforded, a striking detail that I had missed earlier, thanks to the duller lighting of the therapy room, stopped me in my tracks. There was a notable rash across his ankle, running from his right foot up to the bottom of his gown. Leonard seemed to have repeatedly scratched himself, and quite recently too, judging by the shiny red spots sprinkled across his skin. Puzzled about this, I motioned to get my patient's attention, but noticed yet another curious aspect of his appearance. His gown was overly dirty, like he was maybe working in the mine a bit. Although this fact itself was irritatingly usual by now, however, it wasn't just dirt, but some sort of splotches of organic matter, as if Leonard had rubbed himself against a moldy wall. My initial guess was that he'd laid down in the grassy grounds of the yard to have some rest. But there was something about the texture of those stains that still intrigued me. They had a certain glittering nature to them, like a trail a slug would leave, and the color wasn't quite green either, as in reminiscent of grass, but a shade similar to turquoise. Like the stones downstairs? I took Leonard to my office so I could ask him a few questions in private. The organic stuff that I obtained from Leonard's gown has proven to be more bewildering than I imagined. It is of fungoid origin as suspected, yet seems to be exceedingly rare. While this is far from my area of expertise, there is no question this sample is something unique. Its properties indicate that it can only thrive in warm and humid environments, which are unlike the conditions in our region. We are blessed with dry weather throughout the year. However, that means this mold? Fungus? Is some kind of deep undergrowth, and somehow Leonard has gotten close to it. I left a cotton swab impregnated with this stuff next to one of those lab rats. Evidence dictates that the presence of this material caused a visible rash on Leonard's body, so a mere small quantity should produce a marked change in the little critter. Something happened to the rat. I can't quite put my finger on what that is, but the rat is behaving differently. No visible physical alterations of note, but something's not the same. Could it be carcinogenic? A number of mold species produce toxins that cause various health problems, the worst of which can ultimately include liver and lung cancer, as well as invasive diseases, especially in small children. The most toxic mold known today is thought to be black mold, or Stachybotrys carchartarum? Close enough. Which can cause general respiratory problems, especially if one has asthma or allergies, and may be linked to lung cancer. But none of this applies to our case. Moreover, some poisonous mushrooms are known to cause organ failure, but none have proven to be invasive to this extent. There's the death caps, and rather romantically named destroying angels in the realm of plants. There's of course the Atropea belladonna, but that's basically poison. It doesn't stimulate malignant growth. While some species of mushrooms contain naturally produced carcinogens, those exist only in minute amounts and cannot directly cause cancer. And yet, there are peer-reviewed records of the unusual Cordyceps unilateralis, which is a pathogenic fungus, although it only attacks insects. Oh, is that the one that takes over the brain? Makes them, climb stuff before the spores explode? It's very interesting. It is parasitic indeed and did something to the rat, but no, that's impossible. There's no records of such a thing anywhere in the world. If what I suspect is true, this carcinoma has an effect akin to a hallucinogen drug. And if Leonard came close to it, maybe the rest... Oh my god. Ooh, that is big. So the Group E, which ended up working in the mines, was exposed to this. Me. I was exposed to this. There's nothing over here. There he is, Will Hodgson. Age 43, condition stable, therapy group E. What is that type of outfit called? I think it's a daishiki, right? I think that's what it's called. Anyway. Man's wearing a daishiki. Daishiki? Dashiki? I don't know. Profile. William Hodgson is a robust man with rugged facial features. Half of his face is covered in severe burn scars. He fell victim to an intense fire as a child and as a result of being neglected by his parents. Ever since that event, Hodgson has experienced acute panic attacks whenever the subject of fire surfaces in any given conversation, an inevitable occurrence that has resulted in psychogenic non-epileptic seizures and uncontrollable crying. Oh, poor guy. Jeez, that's terrible. Such reactions are in stark contrast with his imposing looks, yet Hodgson has a... Anyway. Yet Hodgson has unfortunately become a slave to his irrational fear. However, this patient can be equally pacific and mellow, routinely obeying orders and staying out of trouble. Specialists have determined his condition is reserved. While he shows promise, he is slow and exhibits difficulty reasoning and learning, far more than his peers. Hodgson is lucky to have a formidable voice that commands a sense of respect, which has fooled high-risk patients who would otherwise take advantage of him. That's awesome. My throat's going a little dry from all this talking. The stretcher looks quite uncomfortable. Oh. Leonard. Oh, that's Leonard broke his leg. Okay, so we got a lot of lore on here. I think that's it, right? I'm not missing anything. Let's go to psychiatry. It wouldn't open. That's what I had keys for. The music is crescendoing. Like, I'm worried about... Done. This panel was too worn out to read. Go left first time. Jesus, is that blood? Something about this place sent a shiver down my spine. There was a hint of dread in the air, thanks to part of a freakish mechanical apparatus reigning over the room. Jesus Christ. The bed looks stained with both rust and organic material. Yeah, that's called blood, dude. It was simply amazing that the lamp still emitted such a powerful light. Oh, I never liked syringes, but it was good shape and could prove useful. So I took it with me. Oh, here we go. Microsoft is now ready to examine any small object or organic material. Okay, fantastic. So that's where I can put the slide. The slide should be empty, though. Yeah. Inserted the glass. That didn't deserve my attention, but I'm going to take it with me because I need... Something was missing, so I took the glass slide again. Yeah. I need to put some sort of material on it. Tell me I can open this. Tell me I can actually open this one. Oh, here we go. Oh, what's this? A jar that seemed unused and in newer condition than the rest of the items here piqued my interest. The label said hydrochloric acid. I nearly returned it to the shelf, but decided to keep it around. For now. Okay, so I got hydrochloric acid. Oh, drawers. Nothing. Oh, Just yellowed papers, none of interest. Was that a blood clot? The blanket covering the stretcher looked disgusting, as if it had been drawing dust and fetid condensation for a long time. Okay, so I got hydrochloric acid, and I found. So I won't use the other. This is the place that I need to use the actual slide. Oh, okay. So this is where I'm gonna be interacting. What is all this? Oh. Is that the only lever or button I can do? Oh, here we go. Based on my findings in the library, I knew this contraption was used to perform a brain biopsy. Yep. This machine seemed to be in good condition. It should work. Okay, so... Right. It wasn't my plan to spend any more time in this twisted contrivance. Right. Can I operate it from over here? Can I push that in? Yes, here we go. There was no sample in it. There was no sample in it. So am I gonna have to take a sample of someone's brain in the near future? Nice. Dark stains were all over the interior walls of the broken wardrobe. I didn't want to know the source of those stains. Okay. I feel like I've been playing for like 3 hours. What's my record? Yeah. Geez, it has been like 3 hours. I've only recorded like an hour of it though. But well, let's finish looking at these top rooms. Then we'll take a little break. Unfortunately, the door wouldn't budge. Okay. Oh, is this the hydrotherapy room? Yes, it is. Jesus. Wonder what I'm going to use the hydrochloric acid on. There we go. Let's take that back. There was nothing of use on this table. Cool. Is there anything to... Oh, I can go over here. Here we go. There was nothing of use on this table. Sure, Gazette. Mistreatment of patients in renowned hospitals? See, yeah, this is all, like, slowly unraveling. Like, the more we learn, the worse and worse we find out that the conditions actually were towards the end. Several nurses, who prefer to remain anonymous, have filed further complaints about the egregious abuse of patients by authorities at Hanwell Mental Institute. This has led to a tense atmosphere of quarreling and accusation among employees inside the once respected... Wait. I feel like I've read this before. Law enforcement officials appraised of the situation spent several hours yesterday evening searching the mental hospital. While no evidence of wrongdoing was found, they provided details during a press conference about the rapidly decaying state of the building and expressed concerns for the safety of the patients. Injuries exhibited by allegedly mistreated patients could not be attributed to a particular source. Wounds range from severe bruises and cuts to violent fractures, and in worst case, searing burn marks. Poor Hodgson. Family members of the patients and employees demanded a more severe intervention by state authorities. Dr. Hanwell, whose disinterest in discussing these grave allegations with the media borders on offensive, did not respond to our inquiries, tarnishing his public image beyond repair. This is just like a slightly differently worded version of the one that we found in the laundry room. Judge to decide on case next month. Can you dig it? Most clear. Okay, nothing else there. Oh, what's this? It seemed to be some kind of control panel, possibly meant to adjust the temperature of the water. Can I interact with any of these? Oh, there we go. More bathtubs. Same gross condition. Luckily, there was nothing in the bathtub. A foul stench emanated from this bathtub. I didn't want to come closer. Okay. It seemed that the pipes here had busted. The contents of the bathtub were filthy and revolting. Alright, I think this is a perfect spot to pause and continue next time. We got stuck for a long time. We got stuck for a while, running around in circles, even though we did find some extra lore that we missed the first time around. But we made a ton of advances today. We learned all about Lenny. We learned about Hodgson. We learned about the actual state of the hospital and why it's falling into disrepair. About how authorities were coming in. We learned a lot. I'm excited, and I'm actually very excited to see where this takes us, where the rest of the story is. But until then, thanks for playing with me, and stay safe, friends.